Oh, I messed up. Crap. All right. Yeah, I messed up. I forgot how big my window was. So what I was doing is I was trying to go for like just the dinosaur coming in and like talking to you guys and stuff. And he was gonna say, "Oh my God, like they shot the crap out of me. Like what's going on?" But apparently my window was too big. So all right, that was that was bad on my part. Yeah, this is a Jurassic Park dinosaur from when the first movie came out. So all right. um, Today we're going to be looking at Prehistoric Isle 2. I don't Sega. So I don't have much with this game. Apparently, I'll get into the history of it. It's a very interesting game for the Neo Geo, by the way that how they got this game on the actual Neo Geo systems. So I want to go through that with you guys. Really, there's a lot of interesting things about this game, but the Wikipedia for it is not strong per se. It's not like, oh wow, like this is a great Wikipedia. You could get a lot into this game. So all right. So what I want to do is first things first. I'm going to go through the box art and everything with you. So currently on the screen right now, you have the arcade for the Neo Geo Prehistoric Isle 2. That game came out on many mobile devices. I believe it also came out on the Switch. They released this game on a lot of different platforms. So you could play it on your Switch. You could play it on, I think, your even mobile phone. I think you could play it PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox. So you have a variety of areas where you could play this game. It is pretty cheap. I looked it up on PlayStation 5. I think it was like $6 or $4. I mean, it's not bad if you want to play the game, I guess. So what I'll do is I'll go through the game with you first. I want to load up one of the images just to show you guys. I want to talk about it. I have played this game before on stream, but I thought it would be a kind of a fun way to, break up a lot of the games that we were seeing. See like a different type of game. So what I want to do is I want to go through this portion of the screen right here with you now, and basically this game was put out obviously by Neo Geo or SNK. You guys know that I'm a fanboy of Neo Geo or anything SNK really. Now you have two different types of helicopters. You have the blue helicopter and you have the red helicopter. So kind of like any shooters that you have, um, basically you have different types of gun mechanics in the game. So, for example, if you look at the blue shooter has more of a forward momentum fire. The red helicopter, looks a little bit different, but it has more of like a spread or like more of a spread fire. So, when it comes to the game, they've only really added two things in here. Kind of not like what we saw from Proteus last week, where you had four different types of shooters, four different types of ships in the game. Each one was different. You had the octopus, and you had the penguin, which were different styles of shooting. This one is very cut, simple. That's it. You have either your blue helicopter, your red helicopter. Yeah, they changed them in different. One looks like an attack helicopter. The other helicopter, I actually think the red one is a sprite from uh man, I can't think of that game now, but Metal Slugs. So it kind of looks a little bit like Metal Slugs with the sprite, and I think they just recolored it. Um, there are dinosaurs in here. Yes, there's velociraptors, triceratops, stegosaurus. There's not much into how this came to be, how this is like prehistoric, or why are we fighting the dinosaurs, or that was all covered in Prehistoric Isles 1. I can't get a hold of that game. I have to look for that. That will be on our Shmup or Shooter Club for Scanline. I just had two readily available, and I really think this game is awesome with the way it plays and the motion of it and everything. Um, you do have mini games. You have one mini game in the system, even though it says two. You really have like you have. It's kind of like one system altogether. So, for example, for the first mini game is you have to help the civilians evacuate. So what'll happen is the civilians will either be dropping down, or they'll basically be falling over rocks or whatever it is, and you would have to help them. Keep in mind that is a hint for the next game that we are going to do on the Shmupper Shooter Club for Scanlines next week. You have to help civilians in the game. So if you can come up and you can guess the game and you post your answer in the Shooter Club Discord, I will ask you to go ahead and go on and do that. I feel like doing multiple games in a series in clubs like this, unless they are really different mechanically, seems kind of monotonous, but that's just me. I have no idea what you mean by that, but okay. So it's different. They're different types of shooters in the game. Like they're all different types. I'm bringing you multiple types of shooters. So I mean, if you want to elaborate that, Knocker, you're more than welcome to. I don't quite understand that, but so again, if you put in the Scanlines Shooter Club what you think the game is going to be for next week, um, I would want, and if you guess correctly, we're gonna set you up, come on stream, play the game. I mean, everyone has the game. It's RetroArch these days, so I mean, I have a gajillion amount of games on RetroArch that I could play. I just like to stream on the original software when I do have the game, and this is one of them. So it's mechanically, that's a better question to ask, Knocker. Mechanically, it's very different. Apparently, this game, I want to get into the history of it, and you'll understand. This game was not very well received. Um, no, Knocker, there's more. There's more games, and I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it up to the Scanliners. I really like that name, but I'm gonna open it up to all of you, and if you can guess the game, um, and it's in the opening, so it's a game that is in the opening of the Shooter Club opening. It is a game that's in there, and if you can guess the game, post it up in the Scanlines Discord of what you think the game is, and we will jump. You'll be more than welcome to be invited to play the game on stream next week on next week's Shooter Club. So there's two different types of game. There's two different types of mini games, and I'll Knocker, I'll get to your question in a minute. Um, so basically, you have a thing where you have to defend people, which means the helicopter will come in, people are getting on, a train is blowing up, help the civilians, save them, blow up the dinosaurs, shoot the dinosaurs, whatever it is. And then the other mini game is help the civilians evacuate. So the civilians are falling. They are, and it is a shooting game. It's like a shmup in the genre where you have to save civilians and they are falling. And I'll drop little hints as we go through the stream. So that's the second part where you have to help them like evacuate and stuff. And so you'll be rewarded with different items. They come up like a star, kind of like a medal or something like you would see in like the military. Um, that's really about it. It runs beautifully on the Neo Geo, runs beautifully on your phone, runs beautifully on the PlayStation 5, for whatever genre now of modern day age game that you have, it will run beautiful on. Um, but basically, in the arcade, and I will start talking about the history right now with you guys. The arcade was not well received at all. Um, this game differed drastically. It's a shooter game though. It's not on Neo Geo. I'll tell you that right now. It is featured in the Shooter Club opening scene. So you guys figure out what it is. Post up your thoughts in the chat, and we'll go from there. Okay. So Prehistoric Isles 2 is obviously a shoot 'em up or shmup. And it's reminiscent of its predecessor, where the player takes control of two helicopters to fight against dinosaurs while rescuing people. Okay. No, Knocker, it's an old one. It's pretty old. I've said it multiple times. I'll drop hints, and like I said, I'll go back to the Shooter Club opening, so you guys could just. I'll fast forward that real quickly. Um, so at the end of Prehistoric Isles, it was teased that there was going to be a two. People were like, "Well, SNK, why would you make a two? Why do you want to have a Prehistoric Isles two?" They thought because Prehistoric Isles was a gigantic hit in the arcade, we should do it. Prehistoric Isles came out in 1989. I never played it before. I was never in the arcade at 1989, so I don't know. But Prehistoric Isles apparently was a huge, huge hit. The gameplay of Prehistoric Isles is very different from this one. They're in comparison, from what I know from reading up on this, they are there's several differences contained with them. Um, this actually, this game when it came out, which it was released in 1999, to almost 2000. Um, a little bit of history with this. I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not, but so in the MVS, the MVS and the MVK cabinets for Neo Geo, you had your boards. I believe you had your MVS boards, and they were lined up consecutively against each other. Most of you guys will know that when you play a Neo Geo game or a Neo Geo arcade game, that you had your marquee, and your marquee at top had three games in it. Usually, it was either Samurai Showdown, or it was um, something to do with like King of Fighters and like Ninja something, whatever it was. But in the actual system itself, they had a modem, and it was a dial-up modem. The dial-up modem, what would happen is you would SNK, or SNK of California, when they installed it, they would hook the MBS box into a modem, and the modem would then go ahead and dial in, and you would have like downloads of games and stuff like that. So the interesting part about this was that the the director of this game made King of Fighters 94, King of Fighters 95. He worked on Samurai Showdown. He worked on some quiz game for Neo Geo. And initially SNK, but it was initially rejected by SNK's management for that quiz game. So that's when they did the development of Prehistoric Isles 2. Now, this game was released for the Neo Geo MVS board on September 27, 1999. The title was re-released by Hamster Corporation in recent years on digital distribution platforms such as the eShops, PlayStation Network, and Xbox Live. Reception of this, It was mixed, less successful than its predecessor. It gave the arcade version maybe an overall mixed view, even though Slippy's like, oh wow, this game looks dope as shit, and it's mixed. A lot of people have mixed feelings about this one. Um, so this game was I believe that um, although its first launch in arcades, the title has since been released through download services and on various consoles as well. Because I guess SNK was just like, oh, let's just throw this in there as one of our arcade games. But yeah, they like I was saying, they tried to do a download thing. It didn't really pick off that well. I believe from what I read that some of the cabinets had the modem where it would basically feed data, or you would get data, or if something went wrong. Um, a lot of these cabinets that had prehistoric isles too were known to overheat because it was a very heavy graphic type of game. Like even I don't physically own this game because this game is I think close to about $2,000 to own on an AES system. So you're better off getting a ROM port on the actual Neo Geo card itself, which is what they did for Nightmare. But um, it's it's not a bad game. You're gonna see that it's very very graphic inducive, especially for a game around its time. Um, it holds up pretty well, I guess, today for a shooter. It's really I think it's badass. I like the game. It can, just letting you guys know, just giving you a warning. One of the critics did say that the monotonous sound of killing dinosaurs can get to you after a while. So yes, the sounds of it kind of get annoying, and they're very chatty in your ears and stuff like that. So yeah, but Knocker, getting back to your point, it's it was varied of the um, it was a variation. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to go and run the beginning of the shooter club, and so you guys can actually see what the opening is. Look at the games on there. Try to figure out what game you save people falling. Post that up within the chat, and I will announce a winner of the person that's going to be on stream. If there are multiple people that guess the game, you can come on, do a guest spot, talk about the game, see if you liked it, and we can go from there. Next week we're going to start a little bit earlier. It's going to be a longer type of stream since I want to have more viewer involvement. So, all right, I'll run that right now. All right, what about you guys can hear me now, can't you? You, right? Yes. So I think it's audio input capture. I think you guys should be able to hear me now. So it's just a matter of the array that was not working. So there we go. Yay! Everyone can hear me. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. Um, yeah. Sorry. I gotta go in here and clean some stuff up. But OBS has been very kind to me lately. So I also got rid of Twitch Labs. So yeah, I'm actually happy with everything I set up. So all right, yeah. So it is one of those games, and you gotta figure out which one it is. So let's get started. How to play? Okay, so we gotta go through this. We're gonna do the easiest, and we're gonna look at these two guys. I'm gonna go with the purple. Now, you see the way that looks, right? That's pretty cool. That's right, you don't step on anything in my town, fool. So, I want you guys to pay close attention. I'm gonna pick some stuff out, here and there within this. Um, this backdrop, right now, this game is from 1999. Okay, so this backdrop, I'm not 100% sure because we haven't looked at the game yet. Well, Knocker, you're wrong. I'll tell you that much straight out. They do. One of the games does, and yeah. So, if you pay attention to this exact background right here, it is very similar to a game that we're going to do, which is called Last Resort. It's one of my all-time favorite games for the Neo Geo. So, I think either this area and with the cars and with everything looks very similar to Last Resort. Now, I don't know if this section was taken from Last Resort or if like Last Resort's section was taken from this, only for the fact that I don't know. I'm very fuzzy on the year that Last Resort came out, so I don't want to give you guys like bad information with that. But Last Resort is another shooter on Neo Geo, which is really good. So it's kind of interesting. As I break things, the people are falling, and it's kind of interesting that you would break a building and a person would fall. So now I said this is easiest because I do want to show you guys gameplay. I'm not looking to, So here's our first mini stage, Defend the People. Now, I'm going to say straight out right now, if you guys have ever been to New York City, and if a train ever crashes like that, dude, there are no people that are going to be alive. That thing is instantaneous death. I'm sorry, but it's cute that they tried. It is adorable that they tried. So yeah. We got guns, we got bombs, we got grenades, we got everything. You get away from those people now. That's right. So as I move the controller, you're gonna notice everything is, moving around. Oh, there's a little velociraptor. He is shooting stuff at me, I guess. The flying dinosaurs, the pterodactyls are a pain in the ass. So it is nice. This game does have like kind of auto on it. Um, I always found this game to be kind of cool. Knocker, if you do know the game, let other people on Scanlines just give them a little time to do the answer as well. I want everyone to have a chance. Now that would have been awesome if you had a view like that. But look at the change of the view. I mean, even look at the backgrounds. Now, like guys, you can clearly see. I paused the game, but notice the right, it is. It is. And if you look at the water flow in the background, remember, like previously, I was telling you guys that a lot of the cabinets, these cabinets, really could only house this game, and that was it. I mean, you could put it in there with other games, but obviously, like Last Blade or Last Blade 2 or King of Fighters and all that other stuff aren't as processing heavy as this one. So if you take a look at this game and you notice like the way the water flows and everything, I think personally, out of all the shooters we've seen, yes, Herodias is a gorgeous looking game. Granted. But there's something about this game that I really happen to think looks phenomenal. The way that people move, thanks Knocker. The way that people move, the backgrounds, I mean just the interesting boss fights. It's almost like they had Dinosaur Attack in their mind. Hint, hint. Slippy, I'm glad you liked this game. I had I think a lot of people had mixed reviews on it. I know Cosmic, when I streamed it last year, he liked it a lot. So sorry about the clicking noises, the wheel on the controller. I'm gonna try to, yeah, there we go. Right, but Knocker, to be honest with you with that, Herodias is still a good-looking game. I mean, this is like, we all talk about, like, the big thing with this club is that we all talk about gimmicks in gaming. I try to give you, like, the gimmick in every single game that we play, so you guys understand, like, shooters all have gimmicks in them. We saw the changing perspective in Arrow Flash, going back and forth between the robot and your actual ship. We saw, Truxton was the skulls. Herodias, which is a phenomenal game. I actually was playing Herodias the other night and I didn't even realize what time it was. It had like the 4 different ships, phenomenal music, great backgrounds, hard as hell. This game is dinosaurs. It's all dinosaurs with background. I mean, graphics heavy-wise, yes, but this game was gimmick of the game, dinosaurs. So each shooter will always have a gimmick. It'll always have kind of something that'll define it, per se. Yeah, it's shoot with dinosaurs, exactly. And like I said, you're right. Proteus is a different looking game. I think Proteus is an awesome game still. They're all awesome games. Oh, there's always one idiot that. Oh no! Help me! Help me! Hang on. These people are superhuman because they're. Oh wow! And they're dead. No! And I think they usually get eaten by dinosaurs in one version. I gotta be more careful. Oh god, I hate this stage. So, keeping with the arcade, there's only really 2 buttons that you can do on this. Most people thought there were other buttons. You know, normally Neo Geo would have multiple buttons on the arcade for different, you know, like Samurai Showdown had, you know, a lot of different buttons. But now, here's another interesting fact about this is the dinosaurs, right? Like, it's interesting, the bones are dead, they're fossils, but yet they still came back alive. I don't know. Oh, not to get off topic here, Baron, you need to contact OWAS because you're going to be on for Collector's Corner. So, I mean, it's an interesting concept of dinosaurs and like shooting and you know, out like these little shots and stuff. But overall, it's a fun game if you just want to sit back and play. And you know, I find this game like for me. Well, why did I choose this game? Well, I find it super relaxing. Actually, I happen to love this game. It is kind of a bullet hell. I mean, right here, especially with them, they're hard. I think I do have unlimited continues. There we go. Certain stages you want spread, certain stages you want like a direct attack. Hold the button down long enough, and you get a spread. Hold the button down once, and you just get like these bullets where you can just DPS the monster or the dinosaurs. Well, the next episode is going to be the game that I want people to figure out on Scanlines. So this guy doesn't look like a dinosaur. I don't know what the hell he is. He's like a mutated dinosaur. I guess from the planet Nonet. But you could shoot his fire. You could shoot his fire and stuff like that. This screams arcade. The way he moves, shooting him, like everything. This says like, oh wow, Neo Geo arcade at its best. Huh? You dug out an extra mouse I have for light gun games on the Mister. That Mister's all. I had a lengthy conversation with D. Tuxton about the Mister, and dude, that thing is crazy what it could do. I could do Jaguar if I emulate it, Knocker, but I don't have. The only game I do have for Jaguar is I didn't buy Raiden because I knew if I bought Raiden, I would keep the system. Because I love Raiden. I think Raiden's a great game. So yeah, but I don't really have that many games on the Jaguar, so I would have to see. Probably I would do RetroArch for that. every time these guys get me. No, I never heard of that knocker. We got to get into PC Engine and TurboGrafx. There's a lot of games on the PC Engine and TurboGrafx. In fact, I was thinking ending February with that game, and then doing a starting February with that game, and then February into March doing TurboGrafx games. The Scanline Shooter Club presents TurboGrafx Shooters Volume 1. Warning, something's approaching. Now take a look at this background, for example. I'm paused, but I mean, just the shadowing, the light coming down, it's backgrounds are phenomenal. Yeah. Oh, knocker. Yes, knocker. But it's a Famicom game. This guy, I usually. Oddly enough, I never knew that came out for Famicom. You know, this dinosaur doesn't even look that bad. Like Parodius with the eagle, you can shoot the feathers. I don't know if you guys would even mind, but I would love to do just another full-on segment gameplay of Parodius. I think Parodius, deserves like more than just one episode. That's how awesome that game is. So total bonus. Yeah, this game would be really interesting to see how far people will get. Oh, excuse me, a reviews roundtable. Yeah, like the ship, like just crash lands, defend the people. See, that's interesting. I think like the soldiers, they're gonna be going in, and we gotta like blow up the pterodactyls. They're hard. They're super hard. They'll like drop down and kill the people. See, now if I tap this, I'm gonna get like homing rockets. If I hold it down, it's okay. But if I tap it, look at the spread on the tap. Those plesiosaurs really don't do much. They should have made the plesiosaurs like a one-upper. Not plesiosaurs, whatever those things are with the big bone on their head. I used to know that from Ark, but I don't play Ark anymore, so I forgot. But, yeah. So what's everyone playing tonight? Baron, Knocker, Slippy, what are you guys playing tonight? Anything interesting? What did I hit? Oh god, the bones. You getting back to Soul Hackers too? Yeah, you've been doing a lot of Monster Hunter. He jumps in the foreground. He's a total badass, that one. Now, last time we played this, I was talking to Baron, and I said, "Hey Baron, look at these these dinosaur monsters on the screen." I said, "Don't they look like that from that movie Warrior of the Winds?" I want to give Donkey Kong Racing a try at some point. Damn, I moved up. I didn't even know they had Diddy Kong Racing until I saw you play it. Oh my god, this stage sucks. Because you gotta kill the guys on the screen on this side over here. Yes, yeah, Baron, you know which one it is. It was in the 80s. But you can see, like, you got a big bee. The bees what we're gonna have to fight. That's not going to be fun. They're right there, Baron. These things on the ground. Oh, if I got something. You can hear the audio. Yes. I've never seen anyone go flawless on this game. This game is like, it's hard. It's designed to eat your quarters, but this game is hard. I've never seen this one in the arcade before. If you guys have, let me know. I don't remember this one in the arcade. We did have a Tokyo style arcade where I was, when I in the city, and it was awesome. We would go every like Friday night and Saturday and play and stuff, but I never remember seeing this one. I remember seeing a write-in cabinet. That was interesting to see. Writing was always one of my favorites. So Knocker, oh Slippy, what are you going to be playing tonight? I think after this, guys, I'm probably going to go back to Monster Hunter Stories. I'm at my last end of my health, yeah. My health. God, these guys are tough. Why? Because they get the knee palm. This thing is a bullet sponge. This is why I hate this stage. I hate this boss. It's a little bit easier when you take the guys out on the ground. An interesting thing is you gotta take the guys out, and then you gotta eventually take him out, go back, shoot the guys again, take him out. So it's usually the way this game, usually the way that goes. Now take a look at this game. This stage is crazy. There's I don't even know where to shoot or to avoid. Wow, he even shows him like eating me. No! So how was everyone tonight, and how's everyone doing? How was today? Hopefully everyone had a good day. My day turned out to be extremely stressful, and then oh wow, I instantaneously lost that person, and then it's not so bad. It is what it is. Damn. This is what happens, you get overloaded. I saw one guy actually on Twitch today. He had a thing called the Platformers Club, where they play platformers on any system. And I'm like, geez, that's like everything. I mean, it's a lot of games, a lot of platformers. I want the spread in this. Screw this. This is just so hard. Boom, you drop it right on him. He's like, why did you do that? Having a vertical shot in this is great. Yeah. Platformers Club. Let's just add one Tokyo games to that list. It was an interesting idea, I guess, but whatever. Slippy, I gotta add the background that you made us. I'm gonna add it to this. I didn't have time today. No, I haven't tried it yet. I'm gonna do it tonight. If I like it, I'm probably gonna buy it. I get my new chair tomorrow that reclines and is comfortable. Oh god, I hate this stage. These guys suck. They piece off. And they cause these like vertical and horizontal shooting bullets. Now these two guys will change. They're not so bad. I mean, like you see, I didn't really die. They weren't the boss, though. So what do you guys think of this game so far? Oh, this is gonna suck. You cannot. His tail is sheer BS. I hate his tail. I cannot stand him. Like, there's no reason that tail should be shooting stuff like that. He's a really hard boss. I mean, like, he drops stuff. He does this thing. You stand at the top of the screen. You try not to get hit. But somehow the bullets will kill you at the top of the screen, but the fire, the falling rocks, and the crap that he throws out of his mouth won't. Go figure. And he drops his blood on full, which is awesome, I think. And then everything blows up, and check a look at that lava. Now tell me that's not cool. I have no idea. I think this is like the end boss or something. I think this is a very short game. But that boss is huge. So, what would you guys say about this game? Do you like it? Is this something that you would play? Like if you were just, you know, sitting around relaxing? Yeah, I mean, it's not for everybody. If they say, you know, they think about, oh, let me play Prehistoric Isles because I just want to relax. What do you guys think of this? Go to the next stage. I'm done for. Now you're just gonna do this. Oh, really? Normally I play it. I kind of play this game at some points here and there. It's a hard game. I mean, I'm only doing basically this, like the pre-play, because I'm just trying to show you guys. But it's a very hard game. The boss is really the only one that has its own, like, sound. Oh, hey, look, there's eyeballs that they're shooting at me. Hence the eyeballs, guys. I want to try to enter this game in RR and CC. It just gets... But even my energy is slowing down because of that. Oh, Jesus. Imagine the arcade. I didn't think you could DPS him that much. Yeah, I'm dead. I think I must die in this guy about 10 times. I mean, this is crazy. Just... Oh, come on. And he'll move down with it. You know, you're thinking like, oh, am I gonna survive? The fire's easy to get away from. It's this crap that's not. So that's the game. An hour and 12 minutes into stream, and this is the game. It is. It's not bad. If you wanna, you wanna play the game, or Godly is just it. Godly's just watch how fast you die in Godly mode. Godly's horrible. What's up, Wolfie? And as I move, like the directions, like here, the bullets will go wider, they'll go closer. Reverse rampage, you got it. What I like too about this is, like, environments don't hurt you. I can fly anywhere. I don't get taken down by an environment. So, I know this game is kind of short. I know it's only like, more like an hour or something. Like an hour and whatever in. But would you guys like to see Last Resort? Since I do have the Neo Geo on, would that be something that you guys would be interested in seeing? Let me know. This was a shorter. It was a shorter game. I kind of thought, Prehistoric Isle was alright, kind of cool. Interesting game. Like, the way the flow of this game is interesting. Oh, I touched not the water, but I touched him. I guess if it's a last resort to keep the show going. No, it's just last resort. It's a good shooter. It's a good game. I mean, Neo Geo did have a lot of games. But after a while, the gimmick of this wears off. But I'll give you a preview. Hmm? Let me see. God, the Steam mobile things are going. Okay. Here, I'll show you Last Resort, guys. So you guys know, you gotta turn the system on and off. I don't own Last Resort. I wish I did. God, it'd be wonderful if I did. I'd play it all the time. I have it on this though. I mean, I could play it, but it's something about Aero Fighters 2 and 3. Hint, hint on that one. And I have Aero Fighters for Super Nintendo. If you guys interested in that? There's a million King of Fighters on here. Yeah. Mark of the Wolves is my favorite. I'm not. So last resort. Let's see. These are the arcade versions on here. Um, this is the arcade version of Last Resort and the arcade version of Aero Fighters 2 and 3. This game is for use only in Japan. Okay. Last Resort. Alright. Get ready for an ass beating. This game is hard. Even on easy, this game is hard. I'm not. I haven't mastered this game yet. So I do like to get the rockets, but this game is really all about saving up the power of that ball and knowing where to shoot the ball at your enemy in order to over DPS them. look at the city looks vaguely like what we just saw. The street kind of looks exactly like it. This is what I was saying. I don't know if Last Resort came out before or after Prehistoric Isles 2. King of damn Wolfie. That'll every time. That gets me every time. I think my gunner, if I hold it. Yeah, there we go. Okay. It's an interesting game. This actually I've only seen once in a cabinet. Never really saw this fully. Out there in the wild. Like I've never seen this. I saw this. Yeah, I saw this at the convention back in November for a ridiculous amount of money. I didn't pick it up. But yeah. This game is hard. I do want to add this on a high score challenge at some point because we do have a lot of people like RVK who are excellent in shooters. And I want to see how far they can get in this. I've actually never gotten too far. I've only played, like I said, I've only played the arcade once. I've only ever seen it once, and that was in that Tokyo arcade place that was in the city. And this arcade machine used to be packed all the time. So. Now, normally, what a lot of arcade places are doing here, they're getting people to build arcades, and they're not the original arcades with the boards. They're like a Raspberry Pi-esque type of arcade. And I'm dead. See? Oh, this is going to be tough without that ball. Could dance around him. Come here. There's no other use for the buttons except for A, and A is just to hold down. That's it, nothing else. So even if I hit select, nothing really comes up. I can use the ball to power to power it around, to protect me and stuff. Here is the Terminator. He wants me dead. Yeah, charge at me like that again. This game is no joke. I mean, compared to Dinosaur Isles compared to this is nothing. This was notoriously hard. I mean, even in the arcades, if you can get your name on the leaderboard for this game, you are good. See now, like I don't have the ball to protect me to go around, like with what I was doing because these guys are just they're all over me. Oh, and here comes the boss. So, what'd you guys think of Dinosaur Isles? Did you like it? Did you? I mean, like, was it a cool looking game? Did you guys enjoy the gameplay? I mean, what'd you think? I want to save them some bitches. Oh God, the frustration of this game. It, Me and this game have a love-hate relationship, but I really happen to like this game. I don't know why, and I suck at it. Like I'm pure crap at this game. I mean, but I really try. Like I've tried to beat this game off stream many of times, and I can't. It's a really hard game. You have to know placements, where everything is. Like, how do you over DPS the boss? Um, it From what I heard, this is great if you have like two people. Yeah, this game is rough, but it's fun. Like you use that to protect you as a shield. And then you really got to move the hell out of the way. Wow, but that's the game in general, so not bad. So that was awesome. All right, guys, we're gonna stop here for now. Um, let's go see who we can raid. So let's take a look. Baron's actually playing Soul Hacker. So let's try to raid Baron, guys, because Baron's trying to go for his affiliate. So let's try to support him. Let's chat and follow him and stuff like that, guys. So what I'll do is so. Oh, why didn't that? Oh, right. Because I don't know you don't normally put ad, I guess, for that. But everyone, what I wanted to say was thank you, thank you everybody for hanging out tonight. I really appreciate it. Sorry that the game was so short, but I wanted you to see it. And um, yeah, have a great time, everyone. Thank you again. Yeah, thank you, Baron. Thank you. Yeah, and it was a cool shooter tonight. I'm just sorry, guys. It was really short. I should have known better than to stream that one, but we'll get a better week next week. So, all right, guys, we're gonna raid Baron. And everyone drop him a follow. He's trying to go for affiliate. And I will catch you guys later. Thank you again for coming out, and I'll catch you for episode 5 of next week. All right, later.